Let me clear the dance floor.
We're dusting off our dancing shoes
Good boy, dance!
as one Chihuahua mix trains up for a new dance partner.
My dog passed on about 2.5 months ago.
And you sure you're ready for a dog right now?
Absolutely.
But will Junior's lack of motivation
He'd much rather be showing off tricks than doing obedience.
spell disaster for graduation?
I may have to get a little creative.
I'm Brandon McMillan, and I've dedicated my life to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. My mission is to make sure these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Get it! Good boy!
Winston is no one-trick pony.
Put your feet up. Good, 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 good.
While most dogs burn energy on daily walks, Winston prefers honing his natural instinct, acrobatics.
Give me a big one. Big backflip. Big one. Good. Big one. Even a bigger one. Good. Get it. Good boy.
As Winston takes a well-deserved water break,
Good boy.
Brandon takes a call.
Hello.
The West Valley Shelter just contacted me, and they said they have a Chihuahua and possibly Italian Greyhound mix that keeps getting overlooked time and again. They're not really sure why he keeps getting overlooked because they said he's great with other dogs, really great with people, but unfortunately he's been sitting in that kennel for a long time now with time running out.
Hi there. Oh, yeah, I know. You're excited. Yeah, you're an exciting one. You're an exciting one.
With shelters teeming with Chihuahuas, standing out from the pack can be difficult. But Junior's effervescent personality can't be denied.
I know, it's exciting. It's exciting. What are you doing here, huh? Dear little Chihuahua. I know. There's too many of you in the shelter. Too many Chihuahuas in the shelter. But guess what? Today, there's one less Chihuahua. Come on. I know. It's exciting. Okay, I know. You're free. You're free.
Junior appears to be the picture of health. But looks can be deceiving, so Brandon schedules a checkup.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. This is Junior. He has an appointment with Dr. Nardi.
I see you right here. Hey, Junior.
Hello, Dr. Nardi. This is Junior. I just got him.
Hi, Junior.
He looks like he's healthy, but I want to get your opinion.
Absolutely, I'll do a full exam on him. Hi. Eyes look excellent, nice and clear. Oh. All right, let's take a look in your ears. Good, one clean ear. Good, both ears are clean.
Good.
Good, heart and lungs sound excellent. He looks very healthy. All right, so let's take a look at his teeth. It's okay, Sweet Pea, I know you're nervous. So I'm starting to see some tartar buildup. If you look right here on the canine tooth, there's quite a bit. And also on the other canine. The concern with the tartar buildup, especially in the small breeds, their mouths are smaller. The teeth are all crowded, so the tartar just kind of builds up and has nowhere to go.
Okay. Is that why a lot of smaller breeds, you see them losing teeth when they hit middle age and senior years because of this?
Absolutely. So what I would say is when I see him back for his next comprehensive exam, we're going to want to do a teeth cleaning.
Okay.
For the small breed dogs, we tend to do annual teeth cleanings.
Okay.
Just to slow down the rate of infection in the mouth. So overall, he looks excellent.
So he's healthy enough to start training?
Absolutely.
The ears work, right? That's the most important part.
Yes, they do.
He better be listening then. Okay. Good enough for me. Thank you, Dr. Nardi. See you soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Come on.
Bye.
With a clean bill of health, Junior's one step closer to a new life.
Okay, come on.
One that could lead him to Jerry, an 81-year-old Korean war vet looking for a new compatriot.
My father had a wonderful terrier mix named Buddy. He was a completely different person. He had this motivation every morning to get up. He had a routine, and he is definitely a man, as a former Marine, that likes routine.
Tragically, Jerry and Buddy's time together was cut short.
My dog companion, Buddy, passed on about 2.5 months ago, and there's a void now.
I immediately contacted Brandon because I knew how devastated my father was. It is like anyone who's given something wonderful and that is then taken away from them. They then know how wonderful what they had was.
Stay right there. I got something for you.
Junior could be Jerry's new wonderful.
See that? Try it on.
But first, he'll need to prove himself at the ranch. And that begins with a red training collar.
All right, come on. Let's go meet the pack. Come on, come on, come on. Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch. Oh my gosh, go play, go play. Get rid of some of that energy.
Junior's excitement spills into his first official day of training.
Hey! That'll be an off. First thing I'll teach you. Well, you show me everything.
Today I'm going to assess Junior's knowledge of the 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no.
All right. Let's see what you know.
Do you stay? Well, I tell him to stay and I back off.
Really? Stay?
And he stays perfectly.
All right. I think you were taught something. Good boy.
So we're actually off to a pretty good start here. And then it all went downhill.
Can you sit? Can you sit? Sit.
He didn't have it, which was kind of strange because he actually has a stay command.
Do you go down? I can see you do a bow. But we're not performing, my friend. We're not doing a stage show. Can you go down? No. No.
It's safe to say that he has hardly any training, and he might be a very difficult dog to train because he has some of the highest energy I've ever seen in a dog.
Brandon's secret to grounding Junior's spring-loaded energy, the down command.
The down command is one of the more underrated commands out there, especially for high-energy dogs. This eliminates so many problems because it puts your dog in an instant park. So I put a harness on him, and to that harness I attach one leash called the anchor leash. That's attached to an eye bolt behind him. I attach a second leash to his collar. This is called the guide leash. This one gives me control. From there, I push down on the leash slightly. I'm not forcing him down, I'm simply putting a little bit of pressure to where he has 2 options. He can resist it or go with it.
And Junior opts to go with the flow.
Lie down. Good, good. There you go. That's a lie down.
He's now realizing that resisting is not getting him the prize.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Good boy. Easy stuff, right? What do you say we take a break? Come on.
Coming up,
Sit.
Junior's penchant for showing off
Hey, whatever that. Sit.
grounds his education.
He'd much rather be showing off tricks than doing obedience.
Sit. There you go. Hey, what happened to that sit? Come here. Sit. There you go.
It's Junior's second day at Lucky Dog Ranch. And although he's proving to be a highly intelligent student, his lack of motivation
Stay.
is becoming troublesome.
Stay.
My biggest challenge is keeping Junior interested. He'd much rather be showing off tricks than doing obedience.
Brandon is sure Junior will learn the common commands. The question is, how quickly?
I may have to get a little creative.
While Brandon reassesses his approach, he hits the road for Calabasas.
Today I'm going to meet up with Jerry and his daughter Dana to see if Jerry is a good match for Junior.
Hi, Brandon. Come in, come in. Dad, Brandon's here.
So Jerry, you've had a dog before, haven't you?
Yeah,
What was he like?
he was great. He was a rescue dog. He was a very good companion. I really didn't want to have a dog at my age anymore, the responsibility. But there was a connection when I saw him. Unfortunately, he had some problems, medical. Buddy died in my arm.
How long ago was this?
About 2.5 months ago.
And you're sure you're ready for a dog right now?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now he can't not have a dog. In the last several years, my dad A lot of his best friends have died, and he was so down. And when he got Buddy, I remember thinking, like, this just gave him 10 more years. And when he lost Buddy, I got a little concerned.
It was really traumatic losing him. I didn't know how attached I really was to him.
So the reality is, you think it's a good idea for him to have a dog, not only for physical reasons, but for mental reasons.
I think he needs a reason every single day to get out of bed. And ever since Buddy has passed on, he has not had that.
Almost like a motivator.
He needs the motivation. He needs to get up, get dressed, go to the park, be social with other people.
I liked everything I saw. Jerry's a great guy, but now that I know of Jerry's limitations, and I do know of Junior's high energy drive, that's the only red flag that I see. But I do have a couple tricks up my sleeve that I think can work in this situation.
Coming up,
Put your feet up. That's a good boy.
Junior gets dance fever
That's a feet up. Perfect. Good.
when Lucky Dog returns. If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. Two days ago, Brandon rescued Junior,
Good boy, Junior.
a sprightly 3-year-old Chihuahua mix, in hopes of finding him a forever home. After yesterday's home visit with Jerry, he's even more convinced Junior could be the right fit.
A dog like Junior is perfect for a guy like Jerry. Jerry's actually excited to be getting a dog with energy because it'll get him out of the house.
But Junior's unfocused energy has been problematic in training.
You see, Junior's mind, he's always in trick mode. He wants to do tricks. He's like an acrobat that has that talent. But when it comes to the basic obedience, the 7 common commands, his mind doesn't want to go there. So everything clicked right there on how to train Junior. I'm going to trick Junior into obedience. If I can keep that mind focused after I teach him a trick, in turn, I can teach him a basic common command.
For the first lesson, Brandon keys in on Junior's natural instincts.
Let me clear the dance floor. I noticed that he had a little jumping habit. Today, I'm going to capitalize on that by teaching him a dance. Since Junior already has a natural ability to want to stand on his hind legs, the first step should be pretty easy, but I have to put a command to it. I hold a treat high in the air and I say, put your feet up. Right as I say that, he stands up on his hind legs. From there, I reward him. I say, good job. Come here, put your feet up. That's a good boy. Put your feet up. Good. I repeat the process over and over. That's a good boy. Put the feet up. There we go. Put the feet up. Put the feet up. Good, 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 good. There you go. Put the feet up. All I'm doing is conditioning him to a new command. Put the feet up. There you go. Good, 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 good. There you go. That's a feet up. Perfect. Good.
Junior thrives on the challenge. And with his mind still stimulated in trick mode, Brandon seamlessly segues into a common command.
Okay, get up here. Get up here. Now your mind's set. Give me a sit. Good. There we go. Gotcha. I gotcha. I asked Junior to sit, and he sat perfectly. Now give me a down. Good, good. That's a down. Perfect. All Junior needed was a little bit of motivation. In this case, it was tricks. Chase that tail. Good, and chase that tail. Good, 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 good.
Having cracked Junior's code, Brandon adds more tricks
No.
and more commands to Junior's repertoire.
Okay. I know. You learned it. You learned it. There we go. No more. All right. Come on.
Coming up,
Get up here.
it's pop quiz time. But will Junior rise to the occasion?
There you go. Give me a dance. Come here. Put the feet up. Put the feet up.
You ready to start going? Here we go. Ready?
3-year-old Junior has one passion in life: showing off his sweet dance moves.
Put your feet up. That's a good boy. Okay, get up here.
But getting him to focus on obedience has required an innovative approach,
Gotcha.
teaching the common commands and tricks in tandem.
Good. Good, good, good.
Today, this tiny dancer takes his skills to the next level: choreography.
Today I'm going to finish training the dance by adding the most important element, the twirl. So I have Junior stand up on his hind legs, but this time I start spinning the treat above his head. The first time he follows it, he tries to turn his neck and it doesn't work. Finally, the third time it clicked in. He turns his neck. The only way that he can continue to follow that treat is to actually move his legs.
Give me a dance. Good, 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 good. Dance. Good boy. Dance.
Now he's grasping the concept, so I can start inching my hand further and further away.
Come on.
It actually got to the point where the second I told him to get on his feet, he started dancing by himself.
That's a good boy. That's a dance.
This proves two things. Number one, he understands the command, and number two, he likes it.
Was that fun? Good boy. Thank you so much.
You're a better dancer than me. I'll tell you that much. Come on.
Having learned his choreography, Junior takes the rest of the week to rehearse his steps and perfect his common commands. But as the sun sets on his training, one big question still remains: how much has he retained?
So today is kind of like a pop quiz to see how he's doing on everything.
Get up here.
From the start of it, Junior blew my mind.
Good. Now chase your tail. Good. Now chase your tail. Good. Now give me a sit. Oh, that's a good boy. Sit. Good.
Whether it was a common command,
Stay. Very good boy. That's very good.
or a trick,
Give me a dance. Good. And a dance. Very good boy. That was a dance. Good.
he was rock solid A+ on every single thing I asked him to do.
Good job, buddy. I think you're ready to meet your new family.
Junior proved to me today that he's ready for his new family. But the real question is Jerry ready for Junior? That right there is the ultimate test.
Coming up,
You want to say hi to somebody?
Yeah.
Junior meets his new dance partner.
You got to prove to me you know how to work them.
Absolutely.
Okay. Come here. Put the feet up. Give me a dance. Good.
Junior, the 3-year-old Chihuahua mix, has finally found his groove.
Good. And a sit.
Initially saddled with motivation issues, he's now thriving in Brandon's trick-driven approach. But although he's proven his aptitude in dance and the 7 common commands, it still takes 2 to tango.
So today's the big day. Junior gets to meet his forever family, but I still need to make sure Jerry can handle him.
You want to say hi to somebody?
Yeah. Hey.
Brandon walked in with Junior and my dad's face lit up. It was a look I have not seen since he had his dog buddy.
This is a pleasant surprise.
The connection and the chemistry were obvious. It was an instant home run.
Want a belly rub?
There you go.
You want a belly rub? Oh, yeah, you like a belly rub, huh?
It feels really good to have a dog in the house again. I missed it.
What do you think, Jerry?
I think I'll keep him.
You keep him? Oh, good. You're about to give me a heart attack there. I thought you were going to send him home with me. I'll tell you what, why don't we go outside and I'm going to show you how to train your dog.
Okay.
You got to prove to me you know how to work him.
Absolutely.
Come on. Come on, Junior. Come on, come on. All right, Jerry, let me show you a few things here.
Okay.
First off, when you're gonna train him, get his attention. See this? Once I have a dog's attention, I can make him do whatever I want. Now watch this. I'm gonna say sit, and as you see he sits, I want you to give him a treat.
Sit.
There you go.
Good boy.
Good.
Yeah.
One command at a time, I show Jerry the techniques.
Stay.
And being an experienced dog owner, Jerry doesn't disappoint.
Come. Heel.
But Brandon still has one last trick up his sleeve.
So Jerry, I know you had your concerns on the days you couldn't take Junior to the dog park about releasing his energy. So what I did for you is I trained him a couple unique ways to release energy all through training. And furthermore, it's also a fun way to show off to your friends at the BA.
They'll love it.
Watch this. Junior, come here. Put the feet up. Now give me a dance. Now give me a dance. There you go. Good boy.
I knew that Brandon was going to go for the 7 basics, but I had no idea that he did a few other things as well. It was very surprising.
Now watch this. Tell him to put your feet up.
Put your feet up.
There you go. Now
Good,
dance.
dance,
Oh, there
dance,
you go.
dance,
Go ahead, give it to him.
dance,
Give it to him.
dance,
There you go.
dance.
Give it to him. Give him the treat. Give him the
Okay,
treat.
good boy.
boy.
It's comical. It makes me laugh. So I'm going to want to do it more.
Well, Jerry, he's all yours.
I thank you. It's a great gift. He will be well taken care of.
Before I walk away, there is one more thing.
Okay? Oh.
And with that, Junior becomes the newest graduate of Lucky Dog Ranch.
Can't thank you enough.
All right, take care of him, Jerry.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Take
much.
care of him. So long, Junior.
Jerry and Junior, they both needed motivation in their lives. Jerry needed the motivation to get up and out into the world after he lost his dog, Buddy. And Junior needed motivation to reach his full potential. Now they can be each other's inspiration. From hopeless to a home. That's my mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, we're cooking up a new adoption,
Oh, you're happy. Oh, you're very happy.
and this one could turn into a family affair.
When I met Poppy, the first person I thought of was my aunt.
But will this chow hound's insatiable appetite
Hey, off.
spoil the fun?
Poppy will be going into the epicenter of Food Central, and this bad habit needs to be trained out of him right now.
I'm Brandon McMillan, and I've dedicated my life to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. My mission is to make sure these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
You ready? All the way. Come on.
Today is an important day for 8-month-old Scully.
I know you're gonna like it. You're a lab.
He's getting his first introduction to water.
Good. There you go.
Though labs have a reputation for being strong swimmers, it's still vital they understand the fundamentals of pool safety. In this case, formulating an exit strategy.
All the way up. Good.
Now that Scully's made his exit,
Come on.
it's time for Brandon to make one of his own.
Come on.
North Central Shelter just contacted me, and they said they have a 3-year-old Cocker Spaniel they found on the street running as a stray. They said he has cauliflower ear, most likely from a hematoma that never healed correctly, so half of his right ear is missing, which is part of the reason he's not showing well at the shelter. A lot of people look at dogs and take them at face value. They overlook personality, they overlook temperament, they overlook so many important things just because the dog has a defect.
How anyone could overlook an affectionate boy like 3-year-old Poppy is unimaginable.
Hey, little one.
Oh, you're happy. Oh, you're very happy. Yeah, I get it. You like to wag your tail. Or lack thereof.
With a chance at adoption on the line, Poppy lays on the charm.
I have no question whether you're sweet. We've already answered that question. So without further ado, come on.
Like all dogs, Brandon's goal is to find Poppy a forever home. But this time, he may not have to look far.
When I met Poppy, the first person I thought of was my aunt.
I'm Patty. I'm Brandon's aunt. Brandon and I are very close. He comes to visit us in New York at least 3 to 4 times a year and stays and stays and stays.
But last year's visit was overshadowed by the unthinkable.
We got the news that my aunt had cancer. Right before I came back to California, I decided to leave my dog Lulu with her.
That was probably the sweetest thing anyone has done. Chemo really is debilitating, and it was very helpful to have her there in bed with me, and she made me go out and walk her.
Without the dog, I think she'd be in bed now. She never thought of herself. She only thought of the dog, and that's what pulled her through.
Now cancer-free and on the verge of a new start in San Diego, Patty longs for a dog of her own. But she does have one stipulation.
Brandon will get his dog back as soon as he finds me a dog. But until then, I keep Lulu.
Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch.
There's no doubt Poppy's a perfect candidate. But if he wants to become part of the fam, he'll need to prove himself at the ranch.
Come here. Let's do a wardrobe change. Let's get that off. Here. Try it on. Try it on. There. Gotcha. You're officially in training. I know. Wag, wag, wag. Today I'll be doing my assessment on Poppy on his 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no. You like food? Oh, you do.
Poppy's food drive is a good sign, but his overdrive proves problematic.
First I asked Poppy to sit, and he was like a whirlwind tornado. Can you sit? Can you sit? That would be a no. You're also a jumper, and I'm assuming you don't have a down. How about a stay? Can you stay? That would be a no. It's pretty safe to say this dog has absolutely zero training, and the worst part about it is he has absolutely no concept of control.
But gaining that control is only a click away.
The clicker is how I'll get from point A to point B in the most effective amount of time. All I do is I click and I treat. Look at that. Now Poppy grasps the concept that every time he hears this clicker, it means there's a treat right after it. Now I lock him from the back and lock him from the front. He can't move left, right, forward, or back. I see him struggling as I'm holding him on the leash. All I'm doing is I'm waiting for that struggle to stop for a split second. Once it does, I click and I treat. Now I'm building the time. 3 seconds leads to 5 seconds, leads to 10 seconds. He's starting to grasp the concept that the more still and more calm that he is, the more he gets rewarded. There you go. Now I've jumped a huge hurdle with Poppy. I've got him under control. So I teach him a sit, which in the assessment, he had no idea what I was talking about. Give me a sit. But after I got the control out of him, I taught him a sit in literally 5 seconds.
What happens? You'll learn something. You'll learn something. Trust me, it's gonna happen time and again around here. Come on.
Coming up, Patty's ready for a new companion, but is she ready for the ground rules?
The only places I want you to feed him are from his bowl or out of your hand. Period.
Here's a health and wellness tip from Banfield Pet Hospital. If your dog is experiencing a sudden, painful swelling of the ear, then he could be suffering from ruptured blood vessels known as an ear hematoma. Most commonly caused by self-trauma such as scratching, hematomas can lead to disfigurement if they're not treated promptly. So if you notice swelling in your dog's ear, schedule a visit with your vet right away.
Wanna jump up?
Day 2 at the ranch, and Poppy, the 3-year-old Cocker Spaniel, is getting a jump start on his training.
It's right there. No? Good, good. That's an off. Very good.
He's hungry to learn, but mostly, he's just hungry.
It's safe to say that Poppy has a huge appetite. So today I'm going to train Poppy on a command that he's obviously never heard in his life, the no. So I hop him up to the training platform. I put a treat about a foot away from him, and he lunged at it so quick he got it, and I had to fish it out of his mouth.
You think you're slick?
So now it's 1-0 dog. So I'm off to a bad start. So once again, I place the treat about a foot away from him. And as he lunges for it, I tap the top of the platform. The sound is meant to do 2 things. It's meant to discourage him and take him off guard for a second. Okay. Now the score is even. Dog and dog trainer, 1-1. Now he's starting to grasp the concept. So I split the difference. This time he doesn't lunge for the treat. I don't have to hit the platform this time. I keep repeating the process until the treat is eventually right under his chin. No. Now that he fully grasped the concept, I take a handful of treats and spread them out right in front of him under his chin and say the word no. He simply respects the command. Okay, good, 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 all right. All right, that's enough.
Satisfied with Poppy's progress, Brandon heads to San Diego to share his good news with Patty.
Today I'm gonna go visit my aunt at the hotel she's staying at while her house gets the finishing touches put on it.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
Hi, honey. How are you?
How was the trip?
Good, good.
I gotta say, it was really great to see my aunt smile for the first time in a long time.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
She went through a very hard period in the last year, and what truly brought her through it was Lulu. Where's my dog?
Ah, good question.
I was really hoping that she would have Lulu there at the breakfast table, but lo and behold, she's keeping her hostage.
You'll get her when I get a dog.
You know, I found you a dog.
You did?
Yeah, I found you a Cocker Spaniel.
You did?
I did.
Would you have a picture of him?
I do.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, what a face. When can I have him?
When he's trained and the house is ready. When she emailed me pictures of the house, one thing that raised a big red flag was the pool in the backyard.
And you're gonna teach him how to swim?
Not about teaching him how to swim. It's about teaching him where the exit of the pool is. The big question is, are you gonna hand my dog over so easily?
We'll see.
It's time to head back to the ranch and finish training Poppy, because the faster I train Poppy, the faster I get my dog back.
Coming up,
Hey, off.
Poppy's behavior begs a new question.
Did we learn this? Poppy will be going into the epicenter of Food Central, and this bad habit needs to be trained out of him right now.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why.
Come here.
After months of searching, Brandon believes he's finally found the perfect companion for his Aunt Patty in Poppy, a 3-year-old Cocker Spaniel.
Good boy. Good.
Now that Poppy is hitting his stride on land, it's time to take his training to water.
Patty's new house has a pool. So today I'll be teaching Poppy the basic fundamentals of pool training and where the exits are. I'll be using a friend's pool. So I fit him up in a harness and hook him to a lunge line. This is for safety. Safety comes first above all. Next step in the process is show him where the steps are. And the way I do this is I put treats on the outside of the steps, still on dry concrete. This teaches him that this is an area that he can consistently go to find the reward. Good. Get it, good. I know. Now he knows where the treats are. I lower him into the pool facing the step that has the treat right above it. Naturally, he sees it, so he swims right towards that step. The process gets repeated over and over. Every time I back him up another foot. My goal is to condition him to the steps a little further each time. Now I've gotten him to the point where I can back him up across the entire distance of the pool.
But to truly test Poppy's instincts, Brandon lowers him into the pool, facing the other direction.
I let him go, and lo and behold, he has forgotten his training instantly. He swims to the nearest wall, not near the steps. And as he hits that wall, the panic mode kicks in. This is a lesson he must learn himself. All I'm doing at this point is I'm coaching. I'm there for safety. Suddenly, the moment of clarity kicks in. He does a complete U-turn and makes a beeline for the steps.
There you go.
Lesson learned.
Good boy. There you go.
But after a morning in the pool, it's not just Poppy's feet that are getting wet. So is his appetite.
I was eating lunch in the kitchen when Poppy started jumping all over the place.
Hey, off. You know that.
I kept saying off. It wasn't working. No was not working.
Hey, off.
Begging is not acceptable in any household, and Poppy will be going into the epicenter of Food Central. This bad habit needs to be trained out of him right now. So the way I train this is I get a large platform with an eye bolt connected in it.
I know. What is it?
The leash loops through the eye bolt, which basically becomes a pulley system. So I sit back down and hold the leash in my hand, and lo and behold, he starts begging, so I simply pull the leash towards me, which pulls him back 1 foot. The more he begs, the less food he gets. Once he relaxes for a couple seconds, I click and give him one of his treats. As the process goes on, he struggles less and less and relaxes more and more while I'm eating. Good. Poppy did very well today, so it's time to take it up a notch.
Coming up, Brandon turns up the heat on Poppy's training.
Now he has a choice. You don't want that, trust me.
Here's a health and wellness tip from Banfield Pet Hospital. You may not know this, but some foods that are delicious to you may be toxic for your dog. Chocolate, for instance, contains both caffeine and theobromine, which can cause an increased heart rate, seizures, or even death. And foods from the allium species of plant, like garlic and onions, can lead to anemia. If you think your dog has ingested something that he shouldn't have, then please contact your vet. Poppy the Cocker Spaniel is proving to be quite the chow hound. The only thing he wants more than a home is home cooking. And because Brandon's Aunt Patty is a food connoisseur, dining etiquette is a must.
A lot of people don't realize that many foods that are healthy for humans are extremely toxic to dogs. Just to name a few: raisins, grapes, onions. Poppy has to learn the art of self-control. When anything hits the floor, he cannot grab it. The only places he can ever eat food from are either a hand or his own bowl. I simply drop a piece of onion on the floor next to my foot, and as Poppy goes for it, I stomp on the floor. It startles him. You don't want that, trust me. So once he backed up and settled down for a couple seconds, I fed him a treat from my hand. Okay. Next, we moved on to the grapes. Now it's a new piece of food. It sparks his interest once again. Okay. Once he settles, I feed him a piece of food from his bowl, the other safe place.
Brandon tries coaxing him with other doggy no-nos, raisins and chocolate, but Poppy shows remarkable restraint.
It got to the point where I could drop food on the floor and leave it there for a minute before I picked it up. Lesson learned?
Poppy seems to be embracing table manners, but Brandon decides to cook up one final test.
Today I'll be grilling out on the barbecue and accidentally dropping things. So I brought out a huge plate of very attractive food for grilling, and grilling I did. While the food's cooking, I'm gonna add an element. I wanna create a diversion.
All right, come here, Poppy. Come here.
So I brought out some toys that our sponsor PetMate gave us that were perfect for the job. The toys have small little gaps in them where I can stick Poppy's treats. It steers Poppy's attention away from me onto his toys. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff in there. So 10 minutes later, the food's all cooked, and as I pull it off the grill, I accidentally start dropping it on the floor. When the piece of meat dropped on the floor, I saw his head pop up and focus on it really quick. Now he has a choice. He opted to focus back on his own toys and treats, leaving my food alone.
Brandon tries enticing him a few more times.
Poppy doesn't even take notice. The diversion is working. By the end of the session, I was able to eat in peace, knowing that he had been fully trained to the technique. However, the real question is, can Poppy keep his cool when it comes to a real chef making a real mess?
Coming up,
oh, look at you. You're gorgeous.
a new home awaits. But can Poppy control his taste buds?
Don't give in to his puppy eyes.
Over the last week, Poppy the Gourmand has been getting a crash course in table etiquette. Today, he'll put his skills to the test at the hottest new kitchen in San Diego, Chez Patty.
My aunt invited me to her new house for dinner, and little does she know, I'm bringing Poppy.
Oh my goodness, is that
Guess who's home?
Oh my God. Oh, look at you. Oh, you're gorgeous. Hello, sweetheart.
The minute I saw him, I was like, perfect dog. It's adorable, sweet, and we love him.
So, I did what I said. I got you a dog, I trained him for you, and you like him. So, where's my dog?
I love him, but I noticed the red collar instead of the green collar.
Before he gets his green collar, there's a couple more things I want to test him on here at the house.
Okay, we'll do that, and then you can get your dog back.
Deal. Come on, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Brandon and Poppy hit the pool deck for his first challenge.
The good thing about Patty's pool is one side is one big, huge exit.
At first, Poppy glides through his test, but it isn't long before he gets in over his head.
Poppy put himself in a situation where he panicked for a moment. See, you can't get out there. Not happening. Figure it out. Figure it out. Good, there you go, good. And just like that, he does a U-turn, he corrects himself. He learned from his mistake once again. Good, all the way out, look at that. See, that's the only place to come out, right there. The pool was the easy part. Now comes the real challenge.
Well, how'd he do?
Well, he's pool trained. So now let's see if he's beg trained. Go ahead and keep cooking.
Okay.
Don't give in to his puppy eyes. So as Patty starts cooking, things naturally start dropping. And Poppy sits there and looks at it, does not go for it. Not only did he not beg for the food, but he didn't go for it when he hit the floor. So I was so impressed, I decided to graduate him to a green collar. Welcome to the family.
Now that dinner is officially served, one last family member joins the party.
Oh, there you are. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh?
Lulu might be a small dog, but there was a big gap in my life. I missed you, little girl.
I see you found Lulu.
I hope you spoiled her as much as I do.
I did, probably even more so. She's been my little angel. I'm gonna miss Lulu a lot. A deal's a deal.
Thanks for taking care of her.
Aw, she took care of me.
Patty might be my aunt, but she's more like a mother to me. She's the reason I wear this.
And for this dinner, there's a lot to be thankful for.
Years ago, I gave Lulu a second chance. Poppy has also gotten a second chance. And my aunt, now she gets a second chance.
From hopeless to a home. That's my mission. One dog at a time.
Today on Lucky Dog, a 9-month-old terrier mix puppy is rescued from an overcrowded shelter.
Let's go.
Oscar could bring comfort and joy to a family that's undergoing some difficult life changes. But first, Eric will need to give this little pup some very special training.
Okay, ready to target the blanket? There we go, big guy.
I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi.
And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope.
I train these amazing animals and help prepare them for new surroundings.
And I find the families that will offer them a place to call home.
Today, one dog will be saved.
And one family will have a new best friend.
This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Blue Buffalo.
Hi, Miranda.
Today, Eric and Rashi are meeting a kindred spirit. Actress, singer, and TV host Miranda Cosgrove.
When Eric and Rashi came here today, I got to introduce them to my 3 dogs, and 2 of my dogs I adopted over the last couple of years, so I don't know how old they are. So this is Maud.
Okay.
Out of my 3 dogs, she's apparently the star. She's the one that likes to be on camera.
Aww.
Maud's the pug. She's like very stubborn and funny, and I found her walking my dog Penelope one day. Penelope's the OG. I've had her for 10 years. She's the first animal I really had on my own after I moved out of my parents' house. And then these 2 I actually found over the last couple years.
Okay.
So I kind of run like a little old folks home.
Yeah, a senior living center.
Yes. Getting to have 3 dogs, it's pretty much my childhood dream. I always wanted to live on a farm and have a million animals. I just think animals in general are pretty much the most amazing thing on earth.
You can clearly tell how much she loves her dogs.
These 2 love to play ball.
We got to see them do a few tricks.
Good catch.
I love how much energy she has.
Yeah, for around 10 years old, that's crazy.
Come here, friends.
Miranda is an amazing person. You can tell that she really cares about these dogs that she rescued.
Thanks for coming over and meeting the dogs.
Bye.
Nice to see you. Yeah, nice to see you too.
As we were leaving, Rashi got a text from the shelter.
They have a dog that just came in today, but they're super overcrowded and they don't have space. This is the dog.
I can probably drop you back off and then go get the dog.
Okay, let's do that.
Yep. Hey, Oscar.
When Eric arrives at the shelter, he's greeted by a wiggly little puppy.
Oh, you are ready to get out. All right.
All right.
Oscar can barely contain his enthusiasm.
Oh my gosh, you are ready. Hi. Oh, you're so friendly.
Eric quickly decides that this little love bug is coming with him.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
But first, they stop by the veterinarian's office for a puppy checkup.
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Dr. Evelyn is almost ready for you. She'll meet you in room 4.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Eric. This must be Oscar.
This is.
Hi, baby. Tell me about Oscar.
Shelter thought he was about 9 months of age, so pretty young, but not quite sure how his health is.
Okay, well, let's take a look at him. Let's look at his eyes first. As I'm examining Oscar, I notice his eyes are clear, his ears are clean. He's definitely a little young'un.
Oh,
See those pearly white teeth? Nice and healthy, huh?
The rest of the exam goes just as smoothly.
His coat looks nice and healthy. Don't see any signs of any irritation or infection. Feel his little tummy, make sure that feels normal. No enlarged organs or any pain or discomfort. And I'm going to check his heart now.
Okay.
So heart sounds nice and healthy, no abnormal rhythm or heart murmur. Oh, you like giving kisses, huh? Lungs sound nice and clear as well. So all in all, he looks pretty healthy.
Cool.
But because he came from a shelter and he's a puppy, I'd like to recommend a diet that's rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to help support his immune system health. I am suggesting Blue Life Protection Formula for small breed puppies from Blue Buffalo. It can help support muscle and bone development while also promoting cognitive development. And it's formulated to support the high energy needs of small breed dogs like Oscar.
All right.
Based on his size, you can feed him 1 cup per day, divided into 2 meals.
Okay, great.
As Dr. Evelyn finishes her exam, the excitement of the day catches up with little Oscar, who seems just about ready for a nap.
Well, it seems like he wants to stay here and he's very relaxed, but I think I'm gonna go take him back to the ranch and I'm assuming he's okay to train.
Yes, he is.
Okay, perfect.
All right, Oscar, you ready to go? I'm sorry, I woke you up from your nap. Okay.
Thank you so much, Dr. Evelyn.
Oh, you're very welcome. You guys have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any new food to your pet. Eric and Oscar head back to the ranch, where Eric gives the puppy a nice, warm bath. After his bath, Oscar is ready for a new collar.
Big day for Oscar. Here we go.
Complete with a shiny bronze training medal.
You ready to get to work? Oh, thank you. All right, let's get to work. All right, Oscar.
In the training yard, Eric introduces Oscar to another dog.
Yeah? Oh, there we go.
Then, Oscar gets to meet Rashi.
How's Oscar doing?
He's doing really well.
Seems very affectionate.
Yes,
Oh.
definitely.
Good. We like that.
All right.
Already I can tell he's very sweet-tempered.
Let's see if we can get another dog in.
Eric continues introducing Oscar to the other small dogs at the ranch, one at a time.
It's a very cute group.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Good sniffs.
It's clear that Oscar loves playing with dogs almost as much as he loves people.
Definitely enjoys people, that's for sure. He is gonna love whatever human he goes in with.
Yeah.
Oscar's loving nature could be exactly what the Schrick family of Santa Clarita needs.
I'm Pam, and I've been retired for 21 years from LA County Sheriff's Department. I was a detective at the local sheriff's station. Before that, when they started the Women in Patrol program, I was the second female to ever go out on patrol at the local station.
Pam's husband, Woody, also retired from the Sheriff's Department, and they spent years traveling the world.
Now he's in a wheelchair. He fell and he has a spiral fracture of his left femur. He's had 2 surgeries and he's facing 3 more.
Woody's fall has dramatically changed life for the family.
His son has moved in with us to be his caregiver because he needs full-time care now.
About 6-8 months ago, my dad had a fall, and so I decided to become his caregiver. His quality of life has lessened some in that he's not as mobile.
I think his days are pretty boring because he can't really do anything other than watch TV or carry on conversations when people are here.
Pam and Eric think a dog would bring much-needed joy into the home.
If we were able to find a small dog that could get on the bed with him and be affectionate and be entertaining and want to play, especially for my husband, I think it'll be a good thing.
All right, big guy. Let's see what you know, okay?
But before Eric can know if Oscar is the right dog for the Schrick family, he'll need to find out what the little puppy knows.
Want to try that again?
Today, I'm going to be assessing Oscar's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Can we do a sit? Yes, that's not bad. Not bad at all. What about a down? Maybe, almost, yes, good job.
He's got a great foundation for those 2, and he kind of gets the come when call, but I think it's a little bit of a fluke because he's just targeting my fingertips with a treat. The other cues we're gonna really need to work on.
I didn't think we could stay. What about a leave it? That was very enthusiastic. Have you been on leash?
He has an awesome temperament, so I'm really excited to get started with him on the training.
You have a good foundation. You're gonna make a family really happy.
Coming up, Eric learns why the Oscar should go to Woody.
Physically, he's very frail, and so I want something to brighten his day.
I think that's a great reason to get a dog into the home.
Nine-month-old Oscar is slowly settling into life at the Lucky Dog Ranch.
How's this training going?
Good. No,
Yeah.
he's great.
He's still a little timid, but that doesn't stop his sweet and affectionate nature from shining through.
So Eric and Oscar have been bonding, and in the meantime, I have been looking for the right family for Oscar. There's a family I have in mind. It's a retired couple. The father's having some health issues. His son is living with them right now to help out.
Okay.
A dog would really help lift their family's spirits, and I really feel like Oscar, I mean, he would brighten up anybody's day.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let me get back to the family and set that meeting up.
All right.
Hey, Eric.
The next day, Eric goes to Santa Clarita to meet the family.
Nice to meet you as
Come
well.
on in.
Pam's stepson, Eric, joins them in the living room.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you do for a living?
I was in construction now. I primarily take care of my dad.
Understood. And Pam?
I'm retired from law enforcement.
In their spare time, both Pam and Eric like to stay active.
I like to go to the gym, exercise, go for walks.
I love sports, and so I'm usually, riding a bike, playing basketball, stuff like that.
Pam, can you tell me about your husband?
He's retired law enforcement as well. We traveled a lot together, but last April he fell and he has a spiral fracture of the left femur from hip to knee. So physically he's very frail. And so I want companionship for him, something to brighten his day.
He loves dogs. I think it would give him a little something more to get him through the days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Having an animal that he can interact with, it'll make him happier.
I think that's a great reason to get a dog. So what are we looking for with the dog?
We're pretty much open to anything. We just want to have a relationship with the dog, and if it works at whatever size.
Sure. And what about you?
The companionship, the love, being able to have another member of the family.
Okay. And did you have a dog prior?
I grew up with dogs.
And I had dogs when I was younger, and my brothers have dogs.
The more Eric hears, the more confident he becomes.
Oscar seems like he would be a perfect fit for this family. Given what you've told me today, we have a dog that we just rescued. We're still getting to know him. I want to keep you guys posted on the progress, okay?
Perfect.
All right. Well, thank you so much for inviting me into your home. We're going to be in touch, okay?
Okay,
Thank you very
thank
much.
you.
I appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
All right, bye.
Coming up, training an energetic puppy can take a lot of patience.
So if I take another step, a little further away. Oh, almost. I know, we need to make those mistakes, though.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. Lucky Dog is presented by Blue Buffalo. Being confined in a shelter can be very difficult for a dog, and little Oscar is still decompressing from his stay. Eric spends plenty of time bonding with the little puppy as Oscar slowly gains confidence.
Go.
He also makes sure Oscar gets his vet-recommended food.
Good boy.
Now that a potential family has been identified, it's time for Eric to start teaching Oscar the 6 classic cues.
Today, I'm going to be working with Oscar on the sit cue.
Ready?
As they work, the little dog warms up more and more.
Yes. He's not as timid when I come in to pet him, and he seems like he's really enjoying himself, especially getting these treats.
You get lots of treats. You want to end on that one? That was a pretty good one.
The next day, Eric moves on to the stay cue.
Gotta get on. There we go.
If he doesn't move, I continue to say yes and reward with a treat to reinforce the behavior.
Yes. Good job. Okay, so all we have to do is stay right there.
Then I have to pair it with a release cue, and that release cue is going to be okay.
Okay, Oscar.
So a dog needs to know when they're allowed to get off of the bed.
You want to try it again?
Now I start to add some movement.
What if I take a step to the right? Yes. And another step. A little further away. Oh, almost. I know, we need to make those mistakes, though.
This is where he's starting to check out a little bit.
Rather than pushing Oscar too hard, Eric ends the session.
Okay, Oscar. You want to take a break?
In the days to come, Eric works through all 6 classic cues. First up is the come cue.
Oh, you're focused. You're focused.
We want to make sure that as we're doing this, we go at their pace, because this is not only teaching a dog to come to you, it's starting to build trust.
Good job.
Next up is the leave it cue.
Leave it.
It's a mental workout, but Oscar is an excellent student.
Leave it. Yes. Good job.
I know. You're thinking a lot about this.
The little puppy makes great progress.
The game is to get him to look away from this fistful of treats.
Leave it. Yes. Good job, big guy.
And with time, Oscar masters the 6 classic cues, earning a silver medal for his efforts.
Perfect.
Coming up, Oscar shows off his skills in the art of snuggling.
Oscar, I think they're gonna love this.
Lucky Dog is presented by Blue Buffalo. Since coming to the ranch, 9-month-old Oscar has overcome his timidity and blossomed into a happy and easygoing pup. He's also mastered all 6 classic cues, which means that Eric can start preparing him for life with his new family. Because Pam enjoys walking, Eric acclimates Oscar to hikes in a variety of locations. Whether they're hiking through the woods or strolling near the water, Oscar seems perfectly at ease.
You don't seem to be bothered by this at all. Good boy.
Because Woody's son Eric is an avid biker, Oscar will need to learn to accompany him on rides.
Look at this.
Today I'm going to be working with Oscar on acclimating him to a bike trailer.
Once Oscar is familiar with the bike trailer, Eric uses treats to entice him to jump inside.
Come on, Oscar. There we go. Good boy. All right, I'm just gonna close this.
He seems to be really comfortable in the bike trailer.
Here we go.
For their next session, Eric adds some gentle movement.
Not bad, right?
Oscar shows no signs of distress in the trailer.
Yeah.
And Eric is pleased with their progress.
You wanna take this to the street? All right, let's go.
For the last step of this process, Eric takes Oscar on a leisurely bike ride through the neighborhood.
Good job.
Oscar couldn't be happier. I feel like he was meant to do this, and I'm really excited for him to enjoy this with Eric.
Woody's son Eric also likes to play basketball, so it's important to make sure that Oscar is comfortable around the sights and sounds of a basketball court.
All right, go ahead and dribble.
For this training, Eric enlists Rashi's help.
He doesn't care at all. This is great. Can you make it from there? Ooh, nice. Do you see that, Oscar? All right, well, I don't think he cares at all, but I do think he's impressed.
Next, because Woody uses a walker to navigate around the house, Eric acclimates Oscar to this unfamiliar device.
I'm gonna try to form a perimeter around this, okay? I like that you're not interested in this.
Eric wants Oscar to steer clear of the walker so he doesn't risk tripping Woody or getting hurt himself.
Good job. A little more, a little more. There we go.
With practice and lots of treats, Oscar learns to give the walker a wide berth.
Coming this way. Where are we gonna go? Perfect. Good pivot. Good pivot. Good job. All right, Oscar.
Finally, Eric teaches Oscar to target a blanket.
I want to make sure that if Woody starts to form a bond pretty early on with Oscar, that Oscar has a place to target on Woody's lap. Eventually, I'm able to just point to the blanket, and he goes right to the blanket. I say yes and reward.
As soon as Eric places the blanket on his lap, Oscar knows what to do.
Here we go. Right here. Oh, good job, big guy.
Eric is thrilled with Oscar's progress, knowing how much it will mean to the Schrick family.
I think they're gonna love this.
Coming up, Oscar makes himself right at home.
He just
9-month-old Oscar may have struggled in the shelter, but since coming to the ranch, he has blossomed into a calm, loving young dog. He's learned everything Eric set out to teach him, and now he's ready to move on to life with his new forever family. So after Eric gives Rashi a chance to say goodbye to the little dog, he heads to Santa Clarita to surprise the Schricks with their newest family member.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
hey.
Oh my gosh, look at him.
How you guys doing?
Very good.
He's adorable.
Oh, Oscar.
Look how cute he is. Oh, look at you, buddy.
Oh my gosh, he brought the most adorable little dog in the whole world.
Oh.
You are the cutest thing ever.
You're super handsome.
Yes.
He's so excited to see you guys.
Oh,
What do you guys think?
I love him.
Yeah.
After giving the family some time to get to know Oscar, Eric demonstrates one of the dog's special skills.
All right, so we have a bed and a blanket
Oh
that
my gosh,
Oscar's been
look at
targeting.
that.
And I actually have a blanket for you. You'd like to put it in your lap?
Sure, here you go, buddy.
Oscar, ready?
I was able to get Oscar to target Woody's lap.
There we go.
It seemed perfect.
He's been trained just to lie in your lap.
My dad seemed to warm right up to Oscar, and I think it'll be good for him. I think he'll really enjoy the dog.
He just fits up there perfectly. From the time he saw Oscar, his face lit up, he was smiling, and it just seemed to brighten his day. I think he's going to be perfect.
He's just so friendly, and he just loves to be around people, so I'm really excited for you guys.
Yeah,
Oh, me too.
super happy.
Me too.
Once Eric sees that the match is a success, there's just one thing left to do. Oscar is awarded his gold graduation medal.
All right.
I couldn't be more proud of Oscar, and I couldn't be more happy for the family.
Thank you. Be a good boy. All right. He's all yours, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We're so grateful to you.
My
He's
pleasure.
going to bring a lot of happiness and pleasure, and we hope to give him happiness and pleasure.
Perfect. All right, guys.
Thanks again.
Take care, okay?
Thank you, Eric.
All right, bye.
Thank you. I would just like to give Eric and Rashi the biggest thank you in the world, because without them, this wouldn't have been possible for us.
Oscar seems like a really great dog. He seems to enjoy himself doing everything, and I know my dad did, so it brings a lot of happiness to your life. So I think that everyday input is going to be awesome.
I absolutely think he's going to be perfect and fit in with the family amazingly well.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.